Hey guys, what's going on? Got Facebook Live on Thursday, a little bit earlier than we normally do, but I have a meeting I got to get to a little bit later. So I'm going to keep this one short and I guess brief, but very important. So what we're going to cover today is how to train when you're busy, traveling, and have no time. And this idea spurred from a conversation I had with a hybrid client yesterday. And so a hybrid client is somebody who trains with me both in person in Denver and also online. So if they're traveling or have a home gym and they can't make the gym during the times that I'm in there, or they're traveling and have other extenuating circumstances, I'm still taking care of all their programming and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, think back to a time when you've been incredibly busy and all of a sudden you can't get your normal routine in, and it becomes much easier to say, screw it, I'm not going to go to the gym at all. Or I'm just going to skip today, and then all of a sudden one day becomes 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. And when we start to lose that habit of exercising, that's when things run into a problem. So when you're especially busy, things are stressing you out at work or at home, if you're traveling or you're just extraordinarily busy during a certain time of the year, think about what you can do versus what you cannot do. So even though you can't carve out 30 minutes, maybe you can carve out 10 minutes, you can carve out 5 minutes, because the most important thing that you can do in terms of maintaining exercise and staying in good shape is going to be to consistently exercise. So, everybody can make time for 5 or 10 minutes, but you don't always have the time to make that full hour that you need for your normal program. But really, when it comes down to the most important factors for training, we need consistency. So, the more often you can stimulate muscles, simulate movement patterns, the quicker your neurological system is going to pick up on what it needs to remember, the more muscle you're going to be able to build. And taken into the context of building exercise as a habit, when you train more consistently, even if it is less intense or fewer workouts or shorter duration workouts, you're going to be prepared to maintain that habit, right? So if we think about going back to school, or think about trying to learn a language. If you get introduced to a new language and you only look at your notes for 1 hour per week, you're never going to learn the language. But your chances of acquiring that skill are going to go up exponentially if you practice 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day consistently, even if that total amount of time is still less or the same as a longer duration workout. So one potential workout you guys could do is something I call push-up stand-up. Really, it's as simple as it sounds. I believe I got this idea from Martin Rooney. You can easily add a squat in this, but all you need to do is do 1 push-up, stand up as fast as you can, drop back down, 2 push-ups, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to 10. Doing a simple activity like this can take 2 to 5 minutes depending on your skill level, but you're going to knock out 50 push-ups, and instead of thinking about excuses for not getting in the gym, you're going to do something to make progress and take it a little step further. So think about what you can do to take a step forward versus excuses for not being able to train, because consistency is going to be the most important part. As we're talking about consistency in terms of workout plans, one of the most, like I mentioned, in terms of building the habit of exercise on a consistent basis, having short workouts that might only be 5 or 10 minutes, just put into your day first thing in the morning, remove barriers. They remove excuses. It's really easy to say, I don't have a full hour to work out, but I can make a 5 or 10 minute routine when I get up, before I get ready for work, before I shower in the morning. So being able to set up something that's small and consistent is going to help remove the barrier or any excuse that you're going to have. A lot of times when you're traveling or you don't have time to get to the gym, you're going to be with minimal equipment. So look at different exercises you can do in terms of body weight squats, lunges, push-ups, planks, sit-ups. It doesn't really matter. Just do things that are going to get you moving. Even if you have minimal equipment, there's a ton of things that you can do. Personally, at my place, I have 2 gym memberships, but sometimes I don't get to either one. And I believe out in my patio right now, I've got 2 kettlebells and I've got a pull-up bar. Not a major expense there, but there's always something for me to do when combining body weight or any of those tools. At the end of the day, you just got to keep it simple. But the worst thing you can do in terms of training and staying in shape and being consistent with exercise is making an excuse and completely stopping. Instead, carve out time for what you can do, ideally first thing in the morning, and just knock out a 5 or 10 minute routine. Do it once a day, do it twice a day if you can make it, and just keep that habit. Because once your schedule gets back to normal, or you're done traveling, you'll have a much easier time going back to working out consistently, because your body is has still been using those muscles, has still been reinforcing those movement patterns, and to be able to pick up where you left off. So that's about it, but keep training frequency higher, just work out for a lot shorter when things get busy, and build a habit, guys. Have a good day, and I will talk to you later.